By the end of this story, everything would change. The silence that fell over the room was deafening. My parents' faces went pale as I dropped a bomb on them at our Christmas dinner. But first, let me tell you how it all started. I'm a nurse practitioner and my fiancée is completing her residency. We've been living together for years, enjoying life without feeling rushed into marriage. Yet, to my very religious parents, this arrangement has become a source of endless frustration. They can't seem to accept that their youngest son is living in what they call sin. This year at Christmas, everyone converged on my parents' house, 17 people including 3 siblings, 7 grandchildren, and our own little family unit. Dinner was supposed to be an evening filled with joyous moments, but it quickly turned into a battleground. My mom started the tirade by expressing her relief that we were finally getting married in June and she wouldn't have to endure embarrassment at church anymore. Dad chimed in about how proud he was of our older siblings for marrying before living together, or soon after moving in. As this debate raged on, my fiancé's face grew red with embarrassment while I simmered with anger. We've had this argument countless times and it always ended the same way, me feeling like a prisoner in my own life. Enough, I thought to myself. I refused to be controlled by anyone, especially at dinner. So I decided to take things into my own hands. I was reading about a premature baby, I began, trying to divert their attention. Born almost 3 months early and weighing just 6 pounds. The NICU team had high hopes for this little fighter. My parents' faces froze in shock. They knew where this conversation might lead. I then casually brought up my oldest brother's birth. Speaking of premature births, I continued, remember when you told me he was born 4 months early? I think it's time to check the family album and see if that matches what we know about his actual birth. My parents' faces turned ashen. They knew exactly where this was headed. The subject changed faster than a lightning bolt. After dinner, my parents confronted me, insisting I shouldn't embarrass them with private matters not concerning me. My response was sharp and final. If you ever mention my living arrangements again for the rest of your lives, I'll make sure to remind everyone that Mom was in her 2nd trimester when they got married. They were furious at what they saw as a breach of their authority, but my fiancé's face lit up with relief. She knew this might be the end of those incessant arguments. Can you imagine being in such a tense situation and having to resort to something like that? What would you do if your parents couldn't accept your lifestyle choices? This Christmas dinner was one I won't forget anytime soon. It marked a turning point, a moment when I stood up for myself and my relationship without backing down. If you enjoyed this story and want more like it, don't forget to subscribe. See you next time with another tale that might just make you rethink your own family dynamics.